Hello and welcome back to the channel. It has been a little over a year since I took a look at a massage chair, and as you can probably guess from the background of the video, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Today we're going to be taking a look at another chair from Utori, the company that was nice enough to send me a chair back in November of 2019. The chair today is the Utori N802. I've had this chair for a little over a week now and I've used it a handful of times, so I thought I'd just give you some early thoughts and impressions of it. But before we get too far into it, I should definitely mention the price. The last chair that I took a look at, the chairs that I have experience with in the past, were in the $1,500 to $2,500 range. And while on the Utori website, this chair retails for like $2,500, on Amazon, last time I looked, it was $999. The whole price history shows $999. And as of right at this very moment, when I'm filming, they had a $150 off coupon. So that's $850 for a massage chair. For a lot of people, that would probably be enough to just get you to give it another look. But let's talk for a little while about my experience with it. Now, the last chair I took a look at, the delivery was an absolutely amazing experience. The driver, super helpful, helped me bring it into the house. Unfortunately, in this situation, it was in two separate boxes delivered by FedEx. And I've got some footage here from my security camera. So as you can definitely see there, FedEx left the two boxes out in the rain, mostly uncovered in the center of the driveway, which is just inconvenient. And I was not even around to bring the boxes in, so they were just sitting there in the rain. Luckily, my wife, who is an absolute boss, managed to drag the boxes inside. So that shows that even though they're heavy, it can definitely be moved. They're not completely unwieldy. I'm getting a little uncomfortable being on the floor like this, so I'm gonna get into the chair. There we go, much more comfortable, much happier. So the setup, the assembly process, the unboxing, it takes a little bit of time, obviously. It did come in two boxes and a total of like 5 parts. So you have the two armrests that came in one box. You have the main body of the chair that is in one box. And then folded up inside of the chair, there was the cushion and then the backrest and then this top piece here. The assembly though was really straightforward. It took me maybe 10 or 15 minutes total. Essentially the armrests just get attached by attaching a couple of air hoses and power cable, latching them in place and then putting a screw into the side. The seat cushion is just Velcro, and then again there's an air hose that hooks it up. The back part, there's a zipper on the top here that you just hook it in with, and then there's air hoses at the bottom and a power cable. And then there is a headrest that you attach on top of it with Velcro. Like I said, super straightforward, super easy to put together, and there's the manual actually is very useful in this regard. And actually, once you've done all that assembly, you just plug in a power cable, plug in the remote. As you can see, it's here on the side. It is attached. One cable, really easy to get it in there, and you are ready to go, ready to hit the power button and take off. And as what happened in the last video, I'm gonna kind of melt for a minute. And while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and read off some of the features of the device. Now, I did mention this in my last video about an Utori chair. The legs don't automatically extend or retract. You kind of have to push them down or pull them up, but they're spring loaded and not difficult to do. This features an 8-roller smart massaging system with 38 airbags on the shoulders, arms, seat, and legs. You might be able to even see the airbags around my calves and my feet are squeezing in, although they've just released. The airbags do have 3 different levels of strength, which can be controlled from the remote. And all of the rollers have strength and speed settings you can control from here as well. The chair features at least 10 positions of recline. So there's a back descend and a back ascend. If I hit back descend now, that puts me down toward the floor, back ascend, and just keep pressing it once after another. And eventually you can just press and hold if you really want to and go all the way back to a very comfortable leaned back position. This is pretty nice, but I'm gonna come back so I can see you. As you can probably see from the remote, I've got some video here. Buttons for the kneading, which is your shoulders, the shiatsu, which is your lower back, the rolling, which is on your feet, which I absolutely love. The buttock, so that's the airbags around your behind. Arms, the arm pillows, as I mentioned in my previous video about the chair, not a big fan of the arm pillows, so I don't use those at all. It puts a lot of pressure on your arms, and again, you can change the strengths, but I'm just not a fan of using them myself. The calf pressure, there's a lot of calf pressure, and I'm okay with that. And there's even a vibration button, so if I press that, you could probably hear it vibrating through me. That's vibrating under my rear end. Not a huge fan of that personally, but it's not bad. To each his own, of course. There is an auto button, which basically just changes it. It's 15 minutes of this massage by default, but you can press it to A2, which I think it describes all of these here in the book. Yeah, there's buttons here. It says press the button to switch between 4 modes. A1 is 15 minutes of runtime, A2 is 20 minutes, A3 is 30 minutes, and A0 is manual mode. There's also a bright red button here in the center, which turns on and off heating. It's lower back heating. They call it carbon fiber heating in the lower backrest. And that's just a 1 button on or off. There's no strength to it or anything, but it's very subtle at first. And after 10 minutes or so, it really starts to heat up. And of course, as I forgot to mention earlier, this does have Bluetooth speakers built in here on each side. You can pair it up with your phone as you would expect. In my case, the device was just called Bluetooth, so I paired up to that. and you can probably hear it just dinged there. I'm gonna go ahead and play you some music very quickly so you can hear what it would be like from my position. I've got the microphone here on my chest, so we'll just put on some non-copyright music. Oh, that's weird. I had only played it from outside the chair before. It's like it's inside my head. Now the sound, it does get very, very loud, but at the same time, it's lacking bass entirely. What would you expect? It's a massage chair, it's not a subwoofer. And I'll turn it up now. Okay, yeah, that gets really, really loud. Like, that gets so loud it was painful to my ears. So it's got the loudness, it just doesn't have any bass. Of course, you could also play YouTube videos with it if you really wanted to. Go ahead and play my Mac Mini video. And just watching this video here, it's in sync, which is really impressive that the audio coming out of these speakers will be in sync with the video on my phone. Something just a few years ago I would not have been able to say. And I'm not gonna say it works perfectly with every single phone. I've only tried it with my iPhone here. But either way, early thoughts and impressions for the price point. Like if I were going out to buy a chair myself right now, I would definitely be giving this one a second and a third look because you can order it on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, free shipping, $9.99 all day long. But at the same time, if they've got a coupon for $150 off, that's $850 for a massage chair that didn't take me terribly long to assemble, has Bluetooth speakers built into it. I think I forgot to mention it earlier. I had some serious back pain earlier this week, not from assembling the chair, from going out on walks and runs with the family and exerting myself more than I normally would and not nearly as much as I should. Had some back pain. This definitely took care of it. The heat in the lower back area, the kneading, massaging shiatsu in the middle back gets the job done. And as I've mentioned numerous times, the feet rollers in any chair, I'm a huge fan of. Not heated, and the pillows on the legs, the pillows on the arms, they can be a bit much, but as I said, you can turn them off or you can turn the strength down. So I am definitely just a big fan of this chair, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this massage that I'm in the middle of and let you guys get back to your day. Let's see if I can come back to an upright position so we can talk. So anyway, thanks so much to Utori for reaching out, for offering to send this chair my way. Definitely a big fan of it and a big fan of Utori in general. The chairs of theirs that I've tried have been great. The quality is excellent. There's not LEDs on the sides of this one that are lighting up the room in the middle of the night. It's just got this interesting snakeskin kind of pattern to it, which cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Links down below if you want to check it out. Affiliate link over on Amazon, which does help support the channel if you choose to purchase from there. If you like the video, I would appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified when new videos come out. There's even a notification bell you can hit. And I will see you again next time. Bye, guys.